Today I'm going to be changing the alternator on a 1999 Jeep Cherokee 4.0 inline 6 engine, and you'll probably recognize this. I have the first step for you, which is to disconnect the negative battery cable, and then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look here at this fan. And this fan, one of the things that's going to be difficult for you to do is to disconnect this connection here. This one was already broken off, but I've heard it's difficult. So undo this one. Next thing you're going to do is, this is obviously already out of the vehicle, so you're going to undo this one here, which was a Torx, and this one here, which is like a 7mm or something. But they might be a little bit different for you because this one was all messed up. The next step you're going to do is, you're not going to be able to take this out yet. So next thing you're going to do is try and undo this one here, which was like another one like an 8mm, and then this one here, and this is a Phillips, so yours, like I said, might be different. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull this thing out, and it's going to give you space to take this one out. So first take off that one, and then take this fan out. And then once you've taken this out, you're going to have access to your bolt here to tensioner, to undo the tensioner. It's like a 15mm. Use a breaker bar like this one here with like an adapter. Go to the 15mm, undo this one, loosen it, and then once you loosen this one pretty good, you'll be able to undo this one. And the way this works is this bolt here, it basically if you can see down there, it will pull, no, you can't see, but it will pull this one. So basically, like I said, just undo this one first, and then you can loosen this one, and you'll be able to loosen and get the belt off. I suggest changing the belt while you're doing this job. The next thing you're going to do is come over here and remove the battery out of this side. So you'll undo probably these three, 1, 2, and 3, and pull the battery out. And what this is going to do is this is going to allow you to take the alternator out. That's a new one in there right now. So once you've removed the battery, then you could go to the underside of the vehicle. Now, going to the underside of the vehicle, and I apologize because I know I normally don't do this on my phone, you'll see a bolt here and here. So one here, and then here is another one, and undo those with 15mm. And then once you get those out of the way, you have 3 nuts, and those 3 right there are also 15mm or 14mm. Undo those, and that will allow you to get that bracket off. And this bracket, this black bracket right here that is in front of the alternator, you'll need to get that off in order to remove the alternator. You'll take that off, and then this alternator, you got a little plug up here. This plug that I'm pointing to right here, this plug, grab it left and right, on the left and right sides of it, and squeeze together as hard as you can and pull it back. Don't grab it on the bottom and upper side. It's on the left and right that you have to squeeze. Next, you're going to undo the B plus, which is this one above the plug. Undo that with a 10mm, and your new alternator should come with a new 10mm nut that will allow you to clean the connection first, and then you can put the new 10mm nut underneath this boot right here, which serves to protect that connection. And like I said, you'll be removing the alternator from the top. Do not remove it from the bottom. It is super hard to do that. It was almost impossible. But if you do decide to go against my advice, there's a little thing right here underneath. You can undo this one right here. This AC line has like a little if you look right there, if you see that nut, there's like a 10mm. You can undo that if you want to pull it out through the bottom, but the top is the easiest. Just trust me on this one. And once you put everything back together, well, first thing you're gonna do is undo the bolt on the top first. So we'll go to the top, and you're gonna need 2 15mm sockets. You see one here, one's right here, and then the other one is right here. So you can pull, this bolt comes out, and then this one right here is a nut, and this nut is gonna come off this way, and then you'll be able to free the alternator and put it back up. So that's just some helpful tips. It might be a little bit frozen, so you might have to hit the alternator with a mallet, but to get the new one in will be gravy. Like I said, if you pull it out through the top. So thank you for watching this video. I apologize for the lighting situation. I know it's really terrible, but this would hopefully help you solve some of the problems that we had changing the alternator on this Jeep. So thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and have a great day.